Hey guys, so I just wanted to do another quick haul, which I said that in my previous video. I ordered a lot of brushes from a company called Real Techniques. I'm not going to go into the history of Real Techniques because I'm pretty sure all of you guys already know that it was created by one of the Pixie Boo sisters that's here on YouTube. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So I ordered the entire collection. Yes, I did. There's 3 kits and then there's a few like 6 individual brushes. So I did order the entire collection. So, first I'm going to show you, I did order the entire collection because I love brushes. And like I said in my last video, I love synthetic brushes and I've heard nothing great things about these brushes. So I just went ahead and ordered the whole collection. So first I'll start with the individual brushes and then I'll get into the 3 kits later. The first brush, it is the powder brush, which I love. This is a ginormous powder brush. I love this brush. I wish I had a brush to compare it to, but I don't. But this is a ginormous brush. I love it. And it has Real Techniques on the front, and it says by Samantha Chapman, which is one of the sisters from Pixie Boo. And then it says what the name of the brush is on the other side. Now the type of material this is, I don't know if it's like some like aluminum type of metal that's the ferrule's made of. What I do like about the individual brushes is that you can stand them up, you know, if you want to set them out on your counter and anything like that. It's a cute idea. I probably won't do that because I do like to keep my brushes in like little bowls or cups or whatever, so like in little things like this. So that's probably what I'll end up doing, but it's a cute idea. Like if you're working on a tutorial or something like that, it's great that you can just set out your brushes and, you know, do it that way. So that's a good idea. So this is the big powder brush. I love this brush, so soft. The next one is the blush brush, which is the blush brush. Love this brush. These brushes are very soft, I will say. Even compared to like my Sigma brushes, they're a little bit softer than my Sigma brushes. However, they're not as densely packed. Like if you can tell, I'm going my fingers, like it feels like fur, but it's not fur. Like almost feels like some type of animal fur, but of course it's not fur, it's synthetic. But this one's a little more tightly packed. It's still just as soft, but the way it's packed, it's not, this is like fluffier and like it moves when you go like that. So it's very fluffy, but very soft. Great for blush, great for powder, great for foundation. Great brush. Really like it. The next brush is the shading brush. And again, the brushes that I'm showing you right now are only brushes that come individually. They don't come in the kit. Next is the angled foundation brush. I love angled foundation brushes. I usually use brushes like this for concealing under my eye and things like that. I also would use this brush to set that concealer under my eye. So I really like this brush a lot. It's very again, very soft. And these brushes are very affordable. The individual brushes there, I think the cheapest is $5.99 and the highest priced one is like $10. So they're very inexpensive. The next is the stippling brush, which I love stippling brushes. If you guys know me on my channel, I love stippling brushes. Just to show you the size difference, so this is like the standard stippling brush size, like this. This is theirs. It's a lot smaller. It's more packed. Also, the white hairs aren't as long as the ones on this one. So the white hairs are closer to the black hairs. So really nice brush. Very nice brush. Love it. Great for foundation, powder, everything you can possibly think of with this brush to do with your face. Great brush. The next brush, it's pretty. I only got it because it's part of the kit and I didn't want to order everything but like this one item, so I ordered it. But it's just your typical lash brow groomer thing. I mean, these come a dime a dozen, so there's nothing really special about it, honestly. But I just bought it because I'm so vain, and I didn't want to like not have one thing out of the collection, and I ordered the entire collection but this one item. So the kits, those are all the individual brushes. There are 6 brushes that you can buy individually within the collection. So now we are going to go on to the kits, and I'll start with this is the core kit, and they're pretty much all face brushes. They're orange. They come in like a little case like this. All the kits come in the same case. They have the little thing where you can flip it back and have it sit up and stand, you know, so you can sit it on your counter like that, or like this, whatever your preference is. Oh no, sorry, I'm so stupid. So you would pull the cord down like that, and it can stand up like this. Which I'm not going to do that because I like to keep my brushes in, you know, little cups like that. But you can. The first brush I'm going to show you is the contour brush. Very perfect size for contouring. I'm going to tell you, it gets right in there. It's a great brush for contouring. Great size, very soft. It is awesome for contouring. The detailer brush, which is like a pretty small concealer brush. You know, nice brush. Concealer brushes, again, are a dime a dozen. So this is a great concealer brush to get underneath your eye, or to use like very, very small blemishes that doesn't need like a lot of concealer, but you know, you have like a really, really small blemish, like right there. I would use this brush. Very, very small area. Is the pointed foundation brush. The pointed foundation brush. Again, this to me is not a foundation brush. It is way too small to be for a foundation. I mean, it'll take me forever to apply my foundation. It's too small, but it is great for concealer. Again, when you order a set of brushes, there are going to be some brushes that you're like, ugh, why do I need this? But you can find a use for any brush, especially a synthetic brush. So this will be great for concealing under the eye. The perfect size just to get right into that little, you know? So, great brush. Last in the kit is the buffing brush, which reminds me of the Sigma rounded brush like this. It's pretty much similar. It's rounder. Again, this is tightly packed. Like the Sigma brushes are tightly packed. Like you can barely, you know, pull the brushes to a certain size. This brush, it's not as tightly packed, but it's still very, very soft. Still will get the job done. It's great for buffing out foundation, applying liquid foundation, buffing in some powder, things like that. Great brush. So that is the core kit. Oh, and damn it, I forgot an individual brush, but I'll go back to that. Sorry. I have forgot this brush. This also came in the kit. Not in the kit. It's one of the individual brushes, and I forgot to show you. This is the Kabuki brush, which it's really, really cute. Again, not tightly packed. That's what I will say. These brushes aren't tightly packed, like to the point where you can't move the bristles. They are loose where the bristles move, smooth. They're very, very soft. This is the angled Kabuki brush, which will be great for, you know, applying powder over your concealer. Like some people do, like in the summertime, I do concealer and powder, and that's it. I don't use liquid foundation. This would be great for setting your face with powder. And a little thing has it that it opens up like this. So that's a cute idea, I guess, to highlight. But that's the only thing I can think of that you can use this for, is when open like this, is to highlight right here. It kind of like hits that area perfectly. So that was another one in the individual brushes that I forgot because it wasn't in the spot that it's usually at. So that's another one from the individuals. Back onto the kits. Again, this is the next one. This is the starter kit, I believe. Yeah, this is called the starter kit. And these are pretty much, if you're doing a starter kit or calling something a starter kit, like this kit should be something that if I've never done makeup before, this will be all I need to do my entire face. That's what I look at as a starter kit, which maybe they should have named it something else, is my only thing about that. Because technically you can't do your entire face with this. So this isn't a starter kit. This is like a half starter kit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you're going to call something a starter kit, it should be something where you give to someone and say, hey, you've never done makeup before. Here's a kit you can start with to do your entire face. Because the only thing you can do with this is your eyes. And maybe conceal. So, you know, to call something a starter kit, it would have been nice to have a couple of face brushes. Like, even if you would have put, like, the angled foundation brush. Maybe, like, this brush, a blush brush, and, like, 3 eye brushes or something like that. So that's the only thing. However, still love the brushes. Let me just set it up in this little stand thing so I can show you guys without having to keep holding it up. The first brush is the base shadow brush, which this is really good for applying like a cream base. It's great for applying a primer. It's great for applying color to the lid. Nice brush. A really good size too as well. Next brush is the brow brush, which, you know, again, these types of brushes are a dime a dozen. You know, filling your brows with this. The next brush is the pointed liner brush, which is pretty much, you know, to use to put some gel liner in your top lash line or anything like that. Any type of precise line you want to achieve on your eye. That's what that's good for. This is the accent brush, which this brush, it will be good for when you want to get right in that inner corner and apply a little color to highlight, also to smudge out some eyeliner on top or the bottom lash line. Really good for that. And this is the deluxe crease brush. Now this brush is pretty big for, like, since I have kind of like a hooded lid type of thing going on, or a small, like, I don't have a big area for a lid. This is way too big for a crease brush, so I would use this for concealer. It's kind of like the Sigma. It's pretty much almost exact, the Precision Round by Sigma. It's pretty much the same exact brush, or the same exact type of brush. So I would pretty much use this to blend out concealer under my eye. I pretty much can't use it on my eye unless I'm like trying to buff out, you know, that color in between my crease and my lid, or my lid and that the bridge color. That's the only thing I can use this for on my eye. Other than that, I can't use it on my eye because it's way too big. But it can be used for other things, which is what's great about synthetic brushes. So that will probably be best that I use for like concealer or anything like that. And the last kit is called the Travel Essentials. Yep, it's the Travel Essentials. So let me just stand it up. It comes with 3 brushes in here, the Travel Essentials 3 brushes. This kit I do really like because it has a face brush, a contour powder brush, and it has an eyeshadow brush, which is a good travel kit. Now, however, if you're advanced in makeup, 3 brushes aren't going to be enough for you. No matter how hard you try, it's not going to be enough for you. So if you're a beginner in makeup, or you don't have makeup brushes, or you don't have a collection of brushes, this will be a good starting point because it has a face brush, it has a powder brush, it has an eyeshadow brush. So you can get a look done with just these 3 brushes if you're not advanced. If you are an advanced person who does makeup all the time, like myself, you're gonna not necessarily need more brushes, but you're gonna want for more brushes. If you're not into all that and you're just real simple and you don't really know too much about what you're doing, this is a great kit. So it comes with a multitask, it's called a multitask brush, that's what it's called. You can use this for powder, you can use this for bronzer, you can use it for blush. The next brush is the Dome Shadow Brush, which again is great for applying color to your lid. You can turn it this way and blend. You can turn it on the other side of the brush and use it to apply your highlight. So you can get your whole eye look done. And then lastly is the foundation brush. This is called the Essential Foundation Brush, which is a little bit bigger. I'm going to show you the one in the core collection. It's a little bit, not so much bigger, but a lot wider. So you can apply your foundation with this, but it'll take you forever. But for a travel size, for a travel kit and something that you're taking with you, You can use this. Let me know if you want me to do a review or do a tutorial using the brushes. If you just want to see me do a look using just the travel essentials, let me know, and I'll definitely show you guys how you can just use those 3 brushes to do an entire look. If you're wondering, like, well, how are you going to pull off doing an entire look with 3 brushes? Yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long-winded. Hopefully I can edit it down a bit. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.